Hello, guys. Welcome to another great episode on Elite Traders Hub. If you're here today for the first time, kindly subscribe and share. This YouTube channel actually is for teenagers that they want to read but are kind of busy. But at the same time, they are trying to build a reading culture. So this YouTube channel is for you. Here we review awesome books for your reading pleasure. So let's dive in. So today I'll be reviewing a book that every teenager should check out, The Power of Self-Discipline by Peter Hollins. This book shows how self-discipline can change the way you study, build habits, and even chase your dreams. So let's go right in. So let's look at the author. I like to talk about the author before I go into anything. So Peter Hollins is a psychology researcher, a human behavior specialist, and best-selling author. He writes books that break down psychology into simple, practical tools anyone can use to improve their life. I think it's something similar to this other guy. I can't remember his name now, but I really can't place his name now. The Outlier, the writer of Outlier, and then the good David and Goliath. I think they write same way. So let's go on. The Gladwell. I think something Gladwell. So some of his well-known titles include The Science of Self-Discipline, Neurodiscipline, and The Science of Intelligent Achievement. His style is straightforward and practical, not just theory, but real exercises you can use daily. So at least it's an author that you want to check out his book, or if possible, after this review, you want to look for this book and buy. So let's move on. So there are some things I want you to, take away from this book that you can, even if you've not read it, at least you can practice. So he said discipline is a trainable skill, not something you're born with. He said nobody's born disciplined. He said it's something you can train yourself. You can decide to become disciplined and good at what you do. So he said that number one, he said 5 minute exercises make it easier to start. Instead of waiting for motivation, just do a little bit. Momentum will follow. I think I like that. Instead of waiting for you to do something, I want to read 1 hour, I want to read 13 hours. So you cannot do that immediately. You can start little by little. So he said, number three, your brain craves comfort, but growth lies in discomfort. So he said that your brain wants you to want to play game into the night. You want to do fun things. Your brain will not tell you to go and read or do something good. So you must know that your brain always go for what is fun. And you know that if you want to be successful, it's not about fun, fun, fun. So if you want to be successful, growth lies in discomfort. Guys, you have to discomfort yourself. So he said choosing homework over games or reading over scrolling builds your strength. You see that? Instead of scrolling is very easy than reading a book. Is boring, right? But reading that book is what will make a difference in your life. So you have to choose what is right and don't let your brain, guys, deceive you. So number four, habits make discipline automatic. So once you fix a study time or a bedtime routine, you no longer rely on willpower. It's just part of you. For example, when it's 10 p.m., I have to go to bed because I'll start feeling sleepy. I'll be able to wake up early. So I'll be able to start my day very early, as early as 12, 1, 2, 3, you understand? So that is what going to bed early does for you. So it said push through resistance. Even when you don't feel like it, doing one extra step builds mental toughness. So even though you don't have to feel like it. See, you don't have to feel like reading before you read. Read anyway because that's the right thing to do. Your brain will tell you, let's sleep a little, let's rest a little. But you must know that this is what I have to do today. So it said that you have to push through resistance. You have to push through. You want to pray. You don't feel like praying. That's when to pray. You don't have to feel like praying before you pray. So it said discipline applies everywhere: school, health, friendship, sports, and even personal projects. See, to build relationship takes time. You just want to stay at home. You don't want to go anywhere. You're so tired of going out. But going out can be a discomfort, but you're going out to build a relationship that will last over time. You don't feel like going out for a birthday party. You don't feel like going to visit a friend. You don't feel like going to church. You don't feel like doing anything. You just want to sit down and scroll. That's the easiest thing to do. But building relationship is discipline. Building your finances is discipline. So guys, discipline is not only about your academics. It goes across. It cross across everywhere. So he said discipline applies everywhere. So, like, I'm going to say that why is discipline good? Discipline is good because it's simple, relatable, and practical. So this book is very simple, it's relatable, it's practical. The book is not something that you're reading something from the ordinary. It's something that whatever tips Peter shares, it gives you a practical steps to take that is practical. If you're serious that you want to be self-disciplined, the steps are practical. Like the 5 minutes practice, read for 10 minutes, solve math for 10 minutes, do that thing. Like let's say you start reading for just 10 minutes every day. Read 10 minutes every day. Gradually to increase from 10 minutes to 15 minutes. It's consistency that makes all the difference. So guys, consistency is what takes a difference. Why do you think that some may struggle? It is not a storybook, it's more like a guide with tips and exercise. So this book is good, and it's good for teenagers who want to stop procrastinating. If you want to stop procrastinating, you want to make your life meaningful, want to do better in school, and you want to achieve goals step by step in a realistic way, not unrealistic way. If you want to change in a realistic way, if you're a parent and then you want your teenager to change in a realistic way, this book is for you. This book is what you actually is what actually need to help you to scale through and then to succeed. This book is practical, is a practical guide for every teenager. So like the tip that we have said, you have to resist, you have to start a little. You understand? So just know that discipline apply across. It's not just for school alone. So if you're able to train yourself to be self-disciplined, even your relationship, sexually too. See those people that sleep around, you understand, multiple sexual partners, they are not self-disciplined. They are struggling with self-discipline. But if you're self-disciplined all round, you're gonna be successful all round, guys. So look out for this book, listen to this review again and again, and get these tips and practice it pending when you're able to get the book. Then look out for more of Peter Hollins' books. His books are very practicable, self-explanatory, and realistic. So guys, until we come again next week, I will bring you another wonderful book that will take you to your next level. Kindly subscribe and share, and always know that readers are leaders. Bye now.